So hi, one of the Good Noise podcasts. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
Anna.
And Jose from the band Vagrants.
and we're asking some questions today about their upcoming album, Be Consumed. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
I think so far it's been really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very encouraging, I would say.
Yeah, it's been cool. We've been sitting on the record for quite a while. We recorded it in the fall of 2020. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's been a minute, and so yeah, it just feels great to finally announce it and get it out there. So
Hell yeah. Well, listen to the record today. It's very good. I did enjoy it.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
Yeah, I would say that they're definitely connected to the concept. The whole record kind of talks about, being consumed by your emotions and like, and really it is a very personal album for me lyrically. My whole life I've kind of dealt with anxiety and depression and mental health things. And at time I've felt very consumed by that. And it was sort of my way of expressing how I've been feeling, I guess, the last couple of years.
Mhm.
So and the album cover, I feel like encapsulates that through, the visual. We contacted our friend Anna Massard, and she's a very talented photographer. I think she's out on the road with Slipknot right now or something.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
And that,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Slipknot and Wage More. I think she's doing photo in there. So congrats, Anna, if you see this.
That's crazy. Congrats, Anna.
But yeah, so she's a very talented, artist, photographer in her own right. And I kind of presented her with the concept, and that was just a photo that she took of her friend, and like really, I guess, got a lot of that texture and swirl and stuff like that in the original shot. And
Cool.
I saw it and was immediately like, okay, that's it. That perfectly encapsulates like what everything is about.
All the blur, kind of like that inner chaos, kind of
Yeah, it's like
kind of drowning,
a spiral in,
spiraling a little bit. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Match
yeah.
made in heaven.
For sure.
No doubt.
So can you guys tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
Ooh, it's a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's jamming. Sometimes it's Jose sitting down and kind of just smashing something out, and then us tuning it up from there.
Yeah, I guess we started writing this record right when so in January of 2020, we went on tour with Hawthorne Heights in Emory, and like with plans of when you guys get back from the road, let's go into album writing mode, finish writing the album, and let's record LP1, right? Well, little did we know that then a pandemic was going to happen and yada, yada, yada. But honestly, like, I think that gave us a lot more time to work on the record and like really refine the songs. And if we would have went in, originally would have been April of 2020. If we would have went in then, there were songs that were written over the summer
Yeah, that's true.
that never made it. So it was kind of really spread out all over the place. But like I said, I think that was good because it gave us time to like write when we felt inspired versus like trying to just crank out songs, because that's never for
like
me
on a time crunch.
never for me. Like I don't
You can't force inspiration.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
This is a hypothetical question, but like, do you think that this record is better now in its final form than the album that you guys would have recorded in April of 2020?
Yes.
Okay, good.
For sure.
It's perfect. So I want you two to tell us your favorite lyric off this album and the meaning behind it.
Oh, favorite lyric.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me think about the lyrics for a second, because it's been so long. Honestly. Yeah. I will say, like, again, having that, it's now, which is crazy, 2 years ago, writing the record, like my perspective on some of the songs, and like the way even though some of them are, like I said, are very personal about my own life, the way that I perceive them and apply them to myself now as a person 2 years older and hopefully 2 years wiser is a little different. So I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite lyric, but I mean, I guess I could talk about Day by Day was a song that, I mean, I was literally kind of telling myself, at a low moment, like, you can make it through this kind of sort of thing. You know,
Yeah.
I was really at a spot to where every day was a victory, I guess.
Yeah, take it one day at a time.
Yeah, so I guess I can't get as specific as a single lyric, but that song in general, I think, means the most to me off the record.
All right.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Anna?
The drums. Gosh, I don't know if I have a favorite lyric. Day by Day did pop up to me in my mind, like when we started thinking about lyrics at least, but Skin and Bone has a lot of really, really good stuff to say too, though.
Yeah, I almost feel like we should have like prefaced this by going and like
Honestly,
reading lyrics.
Yeah. We're just Skin and Bone.
All right.
Two songs to love what we love.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Perfect.
So how'd the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, closer be a closer? Did you shuffle around, see what fits? What was that process like?
I think we started by kind of thinking like that, but then eventually when we listened to all the tracks together, we moved everything around.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah, I was just like trying things in different places, trying to get the feel right, get the vibe right the whole time. So it kind of started maybe as an idea of doing one thing, but then ended up.
I definitely feel like you said earlier, if we would have went and recorded the records of April of 2020, like it would have been very different because I had my own preconceived notions of like this song has to flow into this song, yada yada yada. I was like really locked into it, but I think the more I sat with the songs, again, I saw them from different perspectives and like could look at them a little more zoomed out and see how things kind of flow album wise. And really, this is our first album. We've never put out a record, so it was actually kind of challenging choosing the album listing and whatnot, but songs that we had kind of written to go into each other, we actually like Be Consumed and What It Means to Love are actually 6 songs apart on the record, I think.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no.
Fair enough.
So how did you guys know when you had the final track listing?
At some point, you just have to decide.
Yeah.
There's no right answer, honestly, to like how you present it, and it's just
the label was like,
be happy with it at some point.
Yeah, the label was like, EVR was like, we need the track listing by this date, and then we kind of just decide.
They're like, if you don't do it, we're gonna do it, and you're not gonna like it if we do it.
But so I was like, okay, well, this feels good, and that it was very different than what it was before, but I don't know, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good. So would you be able to tell us where Headspace is at while you're creating this album?
Yeah. Really, I mean, from my perspective, I was just trying to write the best songs that I could write. And I'm always trying to do that, you know, and write stuff that feels the most honest to me and to us as musicians and people and artists. Because I feel like if you try to chase what everybody else is doing and or what's hot, like a percentage of people are always trying to do that. So you're going to be just lost in the noise. But I feel like if you do your own thing, it may be a slow climb as far as, people discovering it, because it's not necessarily the buzzword, but at least it's honest and genuine. And that's something I can stand behind,
Totally.
So yeah, just trying to write what's, honest expression of what we are as a band, where we were at that time.
And I think, like, as far as the Headspace goes, it was written over such a long period of time that it wasn't the same. It wasn't like a static thing for the whole record either. We went through phases,
Yeah, definitely.
So I think the album showcases a lot of like new kind of like future stuff, but as well as some of the older Vagrants kind of, vibe as well. So it kind of isn't consistent, I would think. It's unique.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. All right.
Yeah, doing your own thing versus kind of chasing the crowd, what everybody else is doing, definitely makes an album timeless. And I think you guys really achieved that with this one. So good job.
Thank you
so much.
That's incredibly thank you.
So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a party album, workout album? What do you personally recommend?
that's a great question.
Yeah, it's a great question.
I think that there are songs that apply to all of that. Obviously, like I would recommend maybe first listen, put some headphones on, get in a dark room, and really absorb, the different layers of the record and the lyrics, because I feel like that's definitely the driving focus of the record. But yeah, there are hype jams too.
There's
Though.
some hype jams, man.
Get the club going
Some
off.
fast stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we've been playing the songs live. We started playing shows again in September of last year, well before we even announced the record, and we started trickling in new songs and whatnot. And we just played some shows in, I think, February. Was it February? It was February. Time is a construct.
Yeah.
And we played mostly new music, and it all like went off really hard live. So,
that's very good.
Inside, I
I mean, if the first time you hear it is live, also, that would be a win. That'd be
Yes,
great.
this is true.
So true.
100%. Awesome. So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your heads, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less, 3 words each.
You go first.
Oh, man. What time is it?
Yes.
Gosh, I just want to say such a vibe. That's all I want to say.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's perfect.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Was that the word? Now you.
Yeah. Emotional, honest, and groovy.
All right.
Groovy. I love it.
You had all that time to think and only came up with 2 words, man.
Come on.
So in that same train of thought, but with not as much pressure, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want your listeners to have while going through the album?
Like introspective?
Introspective, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I think the beauty of the platform that artists are given is that we can kind of create this thing that means whatever it means to us personally, right? Written from that perspective, and then people can apply it to their own lives and their own experiences in whatever way that they, find applicable. And I don't think it's for me to say what it should or
somebody else.
Yeah, what it should or should not mean to somebody else.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's very valid. So what is your favorite memory that you made while creating this album?
Oh, definitely in the studio.
Yeah.
With Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in the studio for 3 weeks up in like the middle of the Tennessee mountains recording the record, and it was beautiful. We were like
gorgeous.
hiking on off days and like just being in nature, and it was cool to be away from people. We were in, what was it, Jellicoe, Tennessee?
Yeah.
And
we're bombing hills on bicycles.
Yeah, it was a good time. But there's nothing there except for like a McDonald's and like a school.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a one-stop sign town, or stoplight town. And we were in this old church that had been kind of gutted and renovated to be a studio. Gem City Studios is what it is. And yeah, we were up there, we were staying there, and it was really awesome.
That hike with Matt though, what was it called? The in the Smoky Mountains.
It's in the Smokies, yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever. Pigeon
Fort.
Yeah. That's what it is.
All right. Okay. Super cool. So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we're at a Buc-ee's.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna grab a Perrier of some sort, sort of bubbly water. That's my
Bubbly
drink.
water.
And
Coconut water for me.
or coconut water.
Ooh.
Yeah, coconut water on deck. Vita
Nice.
Coco.
Snack cakes.
Liquid Death.
Reese's snack cakes.
Yes.
Guilty pleasure, Funyuns.
Okay.
I not great in a car. Everybody else is just like, why do you have a bag of like onion right
This is
now?
disgusting.
Yeah.
But you like them.
Yeah, I'm a blueberry yogurt covered pretzel feed.
Oh,
Specific
that's
Buc-ee's.
raspberry.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We could talk about snacks all day.
Those sound banging.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, if you've not been to a Buc-ee's and experienced that, I recommend it.
Never been. We're on the East Coast, so.
Yeah, I gotta find a Buc-ee's now.
Yeah, I think the nearest Buc-ee's to you is in Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Road trip.
yeah.
Corey?
Sure. Going to a Buc-ee's. So Oh, one more. What happened?
Yeah, do it for the culture.
So true.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So, on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be? And why?
Ooh, a nice lasagna because I got on the layers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Not avocado because Bryce, our guitar player, is
He's
allergic
like-
to avocado.
yeah.
Boo!
Oh no.
Come on, Bryce.
Which is a thumbs down, we're
Mm-hmm.
avocado or anything.
I feel like a nice veggie dumpling.
Yeah. Tofu. I don't
Soup
know.
dumpling. Just because I'm hungry.
Yeah. What is that place in Chicago we went to?
QXY.
They were bao, right? Or
Shin
dumpling.
Shin Wan, I think is what it's called. It was
Okay. Whatever that place
It
is.
was
It was
soup
crazy good
dumplings.
in Chinatown in Chicago. I
Okay.
think they were like bao or dumpling. They were really
yeah.
good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Bao is delicious. I love it. That fits.
All right. So for the last couple of questions, we're going to shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh shit.
Last meal. I only get one meal. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Oh.
Asking her when she's hungry.
Yeah,
I
right?
Oh. You know, but I would want
Let's-
so many things.
Oni ramen.
Oni ramen.
Yeah, there's a ramen place in Dallas. If you can't tell, when we're on the road, we like to go to food places.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She a ramen.
Yeah, there's a place called Oni Ramen in Dallas, right next to the Profit Bar, and which is a venue there, and they have amazing ramen, super
They're
good.
so
So
good.
I think that would be mine.
I probably like a really tall beer of some kind. So a really, really cold something. A double IPA, hazy
White Claw.
IPA, something.
I'll take the White Claw.
All right.
White Claw.
Perfect.
Your last drink.
Yeah,
White Claw.
Shitty last
Spicy
drink.
water.
But, yeah.
All right.
So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Star Wars.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
that's good. Yeah.
I feel like Harry Potter for me. I'm trying to cast some spells.
Would
But
you
what
be-
if I'm a muggle?
Wait, what house are you?
Oh, I haven't even thought about it.
There's a
Dang.
test. Are you talking
There's
about
a
the test?
There's a test.
If you've taken the test, but if not, just which one do you think you would fit in?
Oh gosh,
You're
I
a
don't think I'm cool
Hufflepuff.
enough to be. I was
You're-
just about to say Hufflepuff. I'm not cool enough to be a Gryffindor, and
He's a
I'm
Hufflepuff. dude.
not mean enough to be a Slytherin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hufflepuff.
All right. So I've done of asking the last question, and every single person that we've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Green.
Oh,
my God.
Wow, so you're matching death row meals and colors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll take it. Yeah. The room is green, and I think that might be influencing us right now.
Fair enough.
I love it.
Favorite number. They go together.
Sure.
Green is
Uh,
perfect.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
I just want to say thank you for having us on the podcast.
Of course.
It's great seeing you guys. And if you're still listening to this, please go check out our album Be Consumed. It's out April 29th on Equavision Records.
Oh yeah.
For
All
sure.
right. Well, thank you for now. This guy's been Vagrants, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.